Thank you so much, Trinity. Yeah, I'm Lauren Corojedo. I'm the Director of Marketing for Chef Merito Seasonings. We're excited to be here today, so thank you for coming to Chef Merito's Cocina. And, Chef Merito was nearly founded about 40 years ago. We're excited to be celebrating our 40th anniversary this upcoming next year. And we're a tri-generational company. It was actually founded by my grandfather, Chef Plinio Garcia, in 1985. We were founded here in Los Angeles, so we're an Angelino staple. We're very deeply rooted within Los Angeles, that we have proudly become a proud seasoning partner of the Los Angeles Dodgers, featuring staples of our carne asada seasoning within the stadium on carne asada tacos, carne asada nacho helmet, and they've been super successful there. And so we're really excited to be showcasing you some of our wonderful seasonings today that are especially great for summer grilling and for a refreshing drink as well that you can make at home. And so with me today, I also have my wonderful sous chef, who's going to make a nice guest appearance every once in a while, Mike. So we'd like to welcome him in as well. So the first thing I like to get started on is walking you guys through what we're going to be making today. So we're going to be making our classic carne asada tacos. This is a wonderful Angelino staple. And then we're going to be making our corned beef and salsa to have a nice side or vegetarian option at your summer grilling barbecue. We also have a wonderful, refreshing, spicy jalapeno margarita that we like to rim with our side chili limon. So the products that we have on deck today are going to be our carne asada seasoning, our lemon pepper seasoning, our chicken seasoning, and our side chili limon, which has got a nice citrus and tangy kick for us today.
Why did you select these specific menu items for this time of year? We're coming up on summer, Father's Day, things like that. Is there a reason why these three items?
Yes, so these three items are just wonderful staples that you can make for at any barbecue. I really like the corned beef salsa just to highlight that one because of how easy it is to make. It's like, it seems like it's a little bit more complicated than it is, but it's actually quite simple. And the chicken seasoning is great to pair with it just because it really highlights the flavors and really adds that zest and spice that you normally wouldn't get within your product. And then, of course, our classic carne asada is just such a staple within any Latino home that we cannot go without having that.
Cool. Let's get going.
All right. So first order of business is we're going to go ahead and take now again, we're making some movie magic. So I already prepped our meat and with a little bit of lime juice already.
So we're not gonna sit here while we're actually cooking the meat, you're just prepping and then okay, got it.
Yes. So I just like to basically take the meat and then I make sure that I season both sides very generously. Obviously, however you like to prepare your meat and however much seasoning you want, just go ahead and make sure that you do it to your liking. The seasoning is a very strong, it's got paprika, it's got garlic, it's got all those wonderful rich seasoning and spice blends that everyone loves with carne asada. And it just naturally enhances the meat, the natural flavors of the meat. And it also adds that nice red coloring that you like to see on carne asada when you're grilling it. So as you can see, I've got it seasoned on most sides. We're going to just get a little bit more in here. So we've got that nice flavor. Again, I like to have it really nicely seasoned. So as you can see here.
Yeah.
And then of course, thanks to our movie magic, we're gonna build our carne asada tacos. I'm gonna grab some nice pre-made carne asada tacos and we're just gonna build them out right here. Now I normally like to have onions, cilantro already like pre-cut, just because it makes it super simple for me. And then I just add a little bit of salsita. You can have your mild, your hot, or whichever you want to your liking as well. So, a little bit more.
Do you add anything else to the meat, or is it strictly the spice and the asada mix that you put on there, the seasoning?
Honestly, I think the seasoning does such a great job that you don't need any more, but I do sometimes like to add a little bit of garlic if you want some fresh. And then I also like to add, sometimes like instead of, like as a nice tenderizer, cerveza.
Yeah.
A little bit of beer.
Yeah.
Or a little bit of lime juice, and then also sunny, like orange juice, so Sunny D if you want to add some more citrus flavors. What also is a really nice compliment, as well as adding in our lemon pepper with the carne asada. That's something that we should definitely add in as well. It adds a nice little citrus zest to the recipe and adds just a nice tangy, if you will.
And are you going direct from application to top, or are you typically what do you do?
Yeah, so I go ahead and let this marinate for at least 20 minutes in the fridge.
Okay.
There are fans that have done it directly to grill and it still tastes amazing. That's the nice thing about Chef Merito products is that they're very potent with our spices, they're high quality, so they're strong enough to really just penetrate the meat and really get that flavor going. So if you want to go straight to grill, you can. And then typically I'll marinate for 20 minutes in the fridge or even overnight, and then go ahead and get on the grill as well.
I'm gonna start making.
Yes, of course, please get in there.
Okay. Oh, man.
Okay, and then next up, we have our corned bean salsa. So I already pre-made just with corn, some fresh corn, black beans, and then some fresh red onion, along with a bell pepper as well, nicely chopped. And then we go ahead and we just sprinkle the chicken seasoning within, just for a little nice taste. Again, this is to your liking. We have the recipe on there. I like to add in very generously because I do love the flavors of the chicken seasoning within this. And then again, you would just mix it in nicely and then voila. This one's really nice just because it's such a simple, easy crowd pleaser, especially at summertime, and it's just so easy to put together. And then the flavors of the chicken seasoning, like it has annatto, garlic, black pepper. It's just, it really is such a nice fusion of spices.
Get a bit of balance play going on there.
That's looking good, Mike.
We'll have to eat off camera, but definitely take a bite here or there.
Yes. All right, next up we have our spicy jalapeno margarita.
Grab some ice for you.
That's awesome. So Mike's gonna grab some ice. So we have for this particular one, our sal chile limon seasoning. The sal chile limon seasoning, it's a wonderful blend of chilies and very citrus blend, but what's really nice is this adds like the perfect amount of heat. So even if you're not a true spice, you know, hot or mild, it's just like a really nice. We also like to do fruit cocktails with it as well. Yeah. A lot of our fans will cut up like a mango and then go ahead and just sprinkle it on. So if you want to make some fruit, you can go ahead and do that. And then
The important stuff. Go.
yes. I'm just eyeballing it, but we do have a recipe and I'm gonna cut up a few jalapenos for us.
Nice. Now you can do this mocktail option as well, right? You guys have done that?
Yes, we actually have done that.
Okay.
It's absolutely delicious. I actually like adding sometimes in some cucumber. Makes it nice and refreshing, especially on a summer day. This. So what I like to do for our is go ahead and rim it with a little bit of lime, which makes it super easy. Get it nice and wet on. And then we have the sal chile limon seasoning already pre-done right here. And then I just generously rim it all around the glass.
Nice. Seasoned pro. I'd be fumbling all over the place.
So, and then sometimes, you don't have to do the whole glass, so however you would like.
Nice.
And then since we already have our pre-mixed drink, you just pour it in and we're pretty much good to go. Cheers, friends.
Nice. And so where can people interested in the product find them? And are they all sold at the same place? Where are you at?
Yeah, so Chef Merito is available at any supermercado, supermarket, local grocery store. We have strong distribution within the Western states, but also we're available on Amazon if you can't find our products at your local grocery store as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great. So go ahead and eat behind the scenes.
Awesome. Should we open it up for our Q&A session?
Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should hold off on eating so you don't have mumble mouth though. But maybe, yeah, take a sip of that.
Well deserved.
It came out good.
Nice.
Very good.
And I love the concept of making a mocktail too, because that's so hot right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta find balance between the vegetarian option and the mocktail. A lot of people are definitely living their truths through their food, so want to encourage that as much as possible.
Awesome.
We've got a question in the chat from Beeb. I'd love to hear more about your family story and how your grandfather came up with these seasonings.
Yeah, great question. So my grandfather was a natural cocinero at home. He loved to cook for his family, his friends. They would always have gatherings. He actually had opened up a restaurant here in Los Angeles. And it was basically like rotisserie chickens and all of that. And so he developed a seasoning specifically for that one. And when he developed it, everyone was coming and loved it. The only problem was that owning a restaurant is really hard on family life. So having it open 24/7, they ended up shutting it down. But his friends and family, he was a very social guy, and he essentially, everyone was coming back to him and saying, hey, we want more of this chicken. It's so delicious. Can you pack the seasonings? And it inspired the whole idea. And from then he started packaging and creating more products from there. My grandma had been in advertising, so she came up with a name. First, Chef Merito means the best little chef. Merito, mero means the best of. And then if you add the ito, it's a cute little Spanish word that originated. And so that's how Chef Merito sort of came about and how he got inspired. And then he also worked with one of the first Latino grocery stores, Vallarta, locally here in Los Angeles, to come up with the carne asada seasoning blend. He would ask them how the flavors were on their pre-marinated meats and if they liked it, and it developed naturally into a course of progressing into the seasonings as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Beeb also said when you were making the carne asada tacos, she said, oh, that's fantastic. I love carne asada tacos, but I've never been able to recreate it at home. I use seasonings constantly and rely on them to create easy weeknight dinners. So these look amazing. And she said, it's such a neat story. Thank you for sharing. And she is with Contest Corner.
Oh, awesome. No, thank you so much for sharing. I'm glad that we can provide such a classic staple. It's been a classic staple within our family, so it's nice that we can share it with other families at home.
And there was one more question here. Do you have this recipe available on your website or on the product packaging? And then what's the method / timing for cooking the meat?
Yeah, so we have this recipe available on the website. So you can get it at Chef Merito. It's our carne asada tacos. I believe also Jordan can share it with you guys as well, so that way you guys have it. And in terms of grilling the meat, we have that also available on the recipe page as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much. For the media in the room, do we have any other questions and answers?
Do you guys have an affiliate program?
We definitely are on Amazon. So if you want to buy our products on Amazon, it's available there.
We've had some affiliate partnerships in the past. It's certainly something we explore on a case-by-case basis as well.
Awesome. All right, well, we'll hang on here for a couple more minutes just to see if any more questions come through. I think everyone's ready for a marga or a mocktail and some tacos now. It would have been perfect. It was Taco Tuesday today, but just missed it by a day.
Hey, it's a short week. We can pretend it's Taco Tuesday. It feels like Tuesday.
I love that. Yeah, everyone's like, I'm hungry now. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here today and giving this wonderful presentation. I want to remind that the reporters can request samples and press releases at mediamerch.com. And thank you to the Chef Merito team for being here and for this wonderful presentation.
Thank you guys so much for having us. We're really excited and hope we got to spice up your 2:30 p.m. today.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.